Hello everyone and welcome to United Weekly. I am Jay and today is our morning update. So, we've got a few stories to cover today. Obviously, the 3-3 draw. Oh, I can hear my own stream. Bear with me. There we go. Sorry, I could hear my own stream. So yeah, we've got a few things. Obviously, we're going to discuss the 3-3 draw with Everton, which was very disappointing. A few things Ollie said in the post-match interview. But the big subject, and I'm going to, fire on all cylinders today, this morning, is the racial abuse to Axel Tuanzebe. This is now the third game in which players have come out and said the accounts have been created in which to target players with racial abuse. Now, I speak for both myself and Alexi when we say that racial abuse is not tolerated by us and it shouldn't be tolerated by you. As a United fan, if you are racist, if you engage in any kind of racial attacks, you are not a fan. We are a club that has been built on the diversity of players, nationalities, black, white, Asian. It doesn't matter. You do not racially abuse players. We can discuss the performances. You can be critical of Axel Tuanzebe for giving away the free kick, or for David De Gea not to make the save. But you do not bring someone's heritage into it whatsoever. It is absolutely disgusting. Time and time again, we are seeing this from plastic fans that are attacking players based on the colour of their skin and their upbringing. It's absolutely awful. It's disgusting behaviour. And I hate to see it. Because we are intelligent human beings, regardless of whether we're not stupid as human beings. We know what we're doing. We're trying to get a rise out of people, but that's just not the way you do it. Criticize performance, yes, fine. Be critical, yes. Swear at a player in the middle of a game if you want to. I do it sometimes on the live streams. You can get angry, but if your first thought is to go towards racism, then there is something seriously wrong with you. And I hope the people that conducted this vile hate speech are apprehended somehow, some way. And I really do hope that Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any of these social media companies do crack down on the amount of vile abuse that goes on these platforms, because it's rife with it. It's horrible. It's not what we want to see, and that's what I wanted to say on the matter. Axel's a young kid, and it's now 2 games that he's been subjected to vile abuse, and we were meant to start the morning updates as of Monday, but I had to jump on today just to bring up this issue mainly. But then I figured, we'll start the shows from today, and I'm really disappointed, because I thought that being Man United, one of the most supported clubs in the world, with fans from all over the world, that maybe we had a bit more intelligence than that, but sadly we don't. And I really hope that Axel is okay today, and and I know that the players will be rallying around him. I know Ollie will probably have had a few words with him, and it's times like this that you just wish that you could give him a hug, because it's horrible. And I don't know what that must be like to have a disappointing couple of minutes. Really, he was only on for a couple of minutes, and then for the rest of the evening to be worried about who's going to come out and make a racist remark towards you. It must be absolutely awful. So my thoughts are with Tuanzebe, and I really hope that that, you know, I'm not saying brush it off because this needs to be spoke about, but I hope that it doesn't negatively affect his life going forward, and I hope that he can bounce back from it. You know, he's got good teammates around him, and I'm sure that, you know, we'll see him prove these vile people wrong. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say on this for now. But even on this channel, racism will not be tolerated in any way, shape or form. So yeah, that's all I've got to say on that. And yeah, it's a hard one to start with, but it has to be said. And if we don't all speak out, then we're just as bad as, you know, we're just as bad as the people that are doing it. So anyway, the Everton draw. Very disappointing. Very, very, very disappointing. Very stressful game. You know, I predicted that we could, you know, I said I was okay with the 2-0 prediction that Alexi gave. And then at half-time when we went in 2-0, I was like, actually the 4-0 that I wanted to happen could happen. We played arguably one of the best performances of the season in the first half against 11 men. Obviously, ignoring the Southampton game. We played one of the best performances. Everyone seemed to be, you know, doing well, kept our shape. The defenders were able to push up. You know, a couple of times that Everton managed to play the channels, but it was ineffective. And, you know, we looked solid to match City on points. And that's what we needed. And then we lose a 2-0 lead to, you know, questionable defending. Definitely questionable defending. It's not even questionable. It's terrible defending. And David De Gea not being brave enough and making mistakes that, you know, this season he's been decent, been really good. But if you remember last season, you know, he was prone to a few mistakes, and we're seeing that side of De Gea come out again. And it's worrying because, you know, the first goal, he should be getting that away. He should be parrying that away. Or, I mean, I said during the live stream, he should have been catching that. You know, he should have been catching that ball. And the third goal, Calvert-Lewin's equaliser in the last kick of the game, you got to be braver. You have to be. I mean, I played goalkeeper for years. And, I mean, I know that I don't play at Premier League level. But, you know, if you're in that situation, you throw yourself at the ball, at least make an effort. He didn't look like he made an effort at all. He just sort of stood up and just didn't really move. And, you know, you look back at Bailly's last minute tackle that everyone celebrated, and it was like almost a winning goal because he stopped a goal in the last minute. I can't remember the team we were playing. It's like De Gea would have been, you know, in the same form, or it would have been the same thing. He would have been heralded as like a match winner if he would have just thrown himself at the ball. And it's a bad goal to concede. You know, Tuanzebe conceding a free kick, you know, for a ball that wasn't really going anywhere. You know, giving them a chance to whip the ball in, knowing how poor our defence is at defending set pieces was silly. But then again, you're in the last minute of the game. You expect, you know, a challenge to come in, and our defence was again caught sleeping. So I mean, it's disappointing because, you know, that game could have been remembered for the fantastic goal by Bruno, and, you know, a good win. Instead, we lost the lead twice, and at one point we were 2 goals ahead, and it's just like, and it goes on to what Ollie said in the aftermath of the game, in the post-match game, is that, like, we're not title contenders. How can we be if we do stuff like this? Man City aren't going to do stuff like this. And you know, again, it is a case of getting into a good position and bottling it, which we have been prone to do over the last, since Fergie left. I don't blame Ollie on yesterday's performance. I think that everything was set up well, and I think the game drastically changed when Pogba came off the field. I'm not saying that Fred is a bad player. I'm just saying that Pogba gives us something that when he came off, we completely changed. We didn't have that midfield dominance, and you know, fair play to Everton. They probably deserve something from the game, and they got it. It's more than we do in a lot of our games. When we dominate teams and we come out with a loss or a draw, so they deserved a point. They fought till the last minute, and they got what they wanted. They got a point, and it was a good point for them, and it was a bad 2 points dropped for us. Going on to Pogba, it looks like he has a thigh injury. He's having a scan today, I believe, but judging by it's muscular, so I wouldn't expect to see him for the next couple of weeks. And I just hope he comes back soon, because I think this season has proved how crucial he is and how integral he is to our team. You know, last season people were saying, can Bruno and Pogba play together? Yeah, they can, because this season has been the Bruno and Pogba show. They have run everything from the midfield, and you don't want to see one of your best players sidelined. And Pogba, I wouldn't go as far as saying injury prone, but he does have a lot of injuries, and when he does come back, I hope that he retains the form that he had before his injury. So yeah, I mean, for a morning show, this is sorry, green screen, so my arms are cut off, but yeah, morning show, so this is our first one, and yeah, I hope you like this. We're gonna try and do a video every day, a morning update and potentially an afternoon update, as well as Alexi maybe doing a playthrough of a FIFA career mode for you as like bonus content. We want to try and get more engagement out to the viewers, and you know, really try and make 2021 a good year for United Weekly. So that is it for the Man United news morning update. I've been Jay. Have a fantastic day. Remember, no racism, just love. Peace.